Well, hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm. And we're done farming and back to fixing. So the old Ford over here, the other day, whenever it was, Sunday, I guess, when I delivered a load of hay, when I was backing it up to the barn to unload it, it got really hard to steer. So, yeah, not real sure what's going on in there, but we need to take it apart and find out, I guess, because it looks like something's falling apart. So, yeah, I popped the horn pad off here, and yeah, we've lost a bearing in there, I guess. I don't know what else I could really say about that. So anyway, now I need I think that's a 15, and then some kind of puller, and pull that steering wheel off, and then we'll be able to access what's going on in here. So anyway, yeah, there's something not right in there. So yeah, anyway, now next up on the list, we got to get all that stuff off. So I think there's three screws, and then you got to pull the key lock cylinder, the key tumbler out. I've been into this a couple of times before. Once to replace the multi-switch here, and then another time for this gizmo, which is your actuator for the, I forget. Oh yeah, the ignition switch, the actual ignition switch for the truck. It's down under here. So anyway, yeah, next up I need to get those 3 screws out. We'll pull the key tumbler out, and then we'll be able to get in here and see what exactly is going on, hopefully. Just all kinds of loveliness going on here. Look at all those metal shavings in that. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Okay, so next on my list anyway is this big old snap ring right here that is not on quite right. Not quite sure how else to really say that, but it's not on there quite right, so I don't know if that's the right one or not or what, but anyway, I don't remember whether I had to do something creative there or what, but anyway, you can definitely see there's little metal pieces sticking out. See that? So anyway. Okay, so I think it's safe to say that that bearing is no good. No bueno at all. So anyway, now let's see. We might as well, we got to take this plastic off down here. We're going to have to might as well just unbolt that switch. We get to drop the whole column out of it so we can take the column apart to get the steering shaft out of it so we can get down to that bearing. But I may wait and do that when I actually have the bearing, if I can even get the bearing, because yeah, this thing's kind of a booger to put back together. That being said, there's always something to do, right? We can go look at the 300, if nothing else. Roll up my windows. I do like power windows. Okay, so 300. I haven't messed with it beyond spraying it with this good stuff. for, well, since the last video, I guess. Whenever that might have been. Let's see if we've been victorious in our passive treatment of this bolt. Well, it turns. I think it's going to do it. This is a shock. Alright then. I think it's going to do it. It's coming. It's not being real friendly about it, but it is coming. Rock her back and forth a little bit. Anyway, let me keep piddling with this. We'll get it out of there and see what happens. Okay, so we were successful. It came out. Good news, right? We like that. Anyway. Most penetrating oils are like that if you allow them to do their work. So, that being said, now we just got to figure out the rest of it here, right? I'm going to have to go back and read comments again, so bear with me. Alright, so we got our fan off. But it was, yeah, well, it was in the way a little bit. Not too bad, but a little bit. We took the dog bone piece, the wedge bolt, and these two little spring bolts that hold this on. I don't know why they have the springs on them, but anyway, beside the point right now. Next up, we have to try and get our pulley apart, which I have a hammer and a punch because that should be pretty much what it should take. This one has been repaired before. That big glob of whatever that is, whether it be weld or something, has been weld or braze or what it may be, has been repaired. So hopefully we don't run into that problem again, but trying to decide which would be best way to go about this. We could assume that it's right-handed thread, I guess, and then try and knock it loose, but I don't know what we're going to run into here, so hang on, hide and watch, we'll find out. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe I'll hit the camera instead of what I'm aiming at, and we won't find out anything, right? That's going to be about as good as it's going to get right there, I guess. And now, of course, did the whole thing turn or did just part of it turn? I bet the whole thing turned, because that wouldn't be my luck if it wasn't. Yep, the whole thing turned. Okay. Go back the other way, which of course that part shouldn't need to turn anyway. That should have to stay stationary for this to work. So let's put it back over here, a little better spot, and try this piece. See if it'll work. Okay, whole thing's still turning. I'll go the other way. Yep. Sometimes old stuff is a lot of fun. Okay, so like I said, I had hoped we wouldn't have to deal with this, but it looks like we're gonna have to deal with this. It cracked that thing right there. I don't know if y'all can see it or not on camera. Looks like you can, but yeah, there's a crack in it now from where I've been trying to get it to come loose. So guess I don't have to heat it, right? Maybe it should go ahead and unthread now that it's cracked. Don't know. We'll soon find out. Hopefully it doesn't come in all kinds of pieces. And if it does, well, maybe I'll just have to go get a different one. So anyway, we have a casualty. That piece is supposed to go in there like that, roughly. And that's where the set screw goes in also. But anyway, cross that bridge when we get there. Right now I'm just happy because I got the belt off. So anyway, there is more adjustment there than it would look like, but still, they designed better things since then. So, you know, we'll just call it good for the time, I suppose, and move on. So next up, alternator belt on. I don't think that belt is going, I don't think it's going to work. I do not think that's going to work at all. Okay then. So, matter of fact, I pretty much know it's not going to work. Pretty much guarantee you it's not going to work. So, let's see here. If we hang that there like that, and then yeah, or well, actually, wait. The alternator's got to go out here for one thing, dummy. Put this here like this, and then yeah. That is going to be a no, I would think. So, of course, we have a couple of choices. Number one being we can hang, or I should say, we can revamp this bracket so that our alternator hangs down, but that's going to require building something that comes up and then down and then so on and so forth. But anyway, like I said, this one might get interesting. I'm going to try that other alternator part number, though. I guess I'll get one of those and see what I come up with on that. It may well work better, but we're still going to have a different belt. So, that being said, I guess that's all for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back later.